I want to make a quick video. This is going to be a documentation series. I'm going to be documenting my journey as I grow, as I get more deals, as I get my first couple deals, whether it's a coaching client or a real estate deal. I want to share with you what I'm learning, how I'm going about it, what I'm doing, and I want to document it as real and raw as possible and put it out for the public to see. I want this to outlive me. Right? This is gonna be something that I'll come back on in 10 years and I'll watch and I'll be like, holy shit. And this is also gonna be something that other people are gonna watch and hopefully also be like, holy shit, this is helpful. And so yeah, let's get down to it. My name's Aiden Hatchett. I'm a entrepreneur and currently building multiple businesses. I'm building a fitness coaching business and I'm also building a real estate business. The fitness coaching is all online. Real estate is all real, right? It's not any bit online yet. And I'm doing the best I can while working a W-2 job, a normal job as a server right now in this instant. I currently got off early and my manager blessed me, super cool guy. He blessed me, he said, bro, you get to go. Okay. I escaped the system for one night, but I understand the mentality of what it is to have to work in the system, have to be put through a normal job just to make a little bit of money and not really know how to get out of it. I didn't grow up super poor. I grew up middle class. I still have a home that I get to go to. I'm still living with my pops. I still get a roof over my head. I know I'm not gonna go hungry, but I've racked up a lot of debt. The most debt that would normally scare me, the old me, still kind of does. Racked up about 30K in debt, right? Not student loan debt, none of that bullshit, but actual debt that I used to apply to different mentorships, traveled across the country, met different people, and also I had some shit go down with my car recently over the last couple months that is mind-boggling to me. That just doesn't happen normally. But I've learned a lot. I've learned a lot as a 23-year-old guy. I've had a lot of different experiences so far. I'm currently in the office right now. I'll do a little spin. So I'm in the office this is my realtor group back home. You see a couple for sale signs and everything called the Motion Group. And these guys, some of these guys are crushing it, right? Some of these guys are on top of the ball when it comes to the real estate game as an agent. I haven't had my first deal yet. I've been hustling in real estate consistently for the last year. I turned back on my license last summer. I've had my license for a couple of years, but it's been active, inactive. I switched it back to active this summer, and I still haven't had my first deal. I switched it back active after I failed day trading. I lost a bunch of money. I lost my parents' money. I fucked up. I made promises that were unfulfilled. And through the day trading process, as I was trying to do prop firms, I even got funded and paid out on one prop firm. But overall, I lost more money than I made. I learned through day trading and what it actually was. I learned so much about the technicals, the mental analysis, the fundamental analysis of the markets. I learned a lot about myself, but most importantly, what it takes to actually be a successful day trader. I take that back. I'm not a successful day trader, so I really don't know what it takes. But I spent years hitting my head against a wall trying to figure out day trading, and I told myself, this is gonna be the business. But it turned out I was wrong. Have I gave up on day trading? No. I wanna go back. But I wanna go back in a position of power. Because before, I was weak. I was weak financially. I was weak mentally. I had poor habits, poor mental hygiene. Just a kid trying to figure this out, not really a man going about his business and taking care of shit. And so there's a mindset difference there's a mindset difference that's gonna have to happen to this person as well, to me, who's speaking to you in this camera right now. As I'm telling you, I haven't had my first deal in real estate, but I've been hustling for the last year. I've been making cold calls. I could put in the video right here a little cut of like my cold call tracker, and it's been kind of inconsistent throughout the year. I haven't been cold calling every day as I've been learning new things and starting new ventures like the fitness coaching, but I'm trying to be super consistent with it. I met with the seller yesterday. I met with the seller the week before, and I continue to push through despite me not having a deal closed. I continue to show up to the office and make the cold calls, make the 10 contacts that I was supposed to do, despite me seeing testimonials of online coaches and making bank. I understand that there's so many ways to make money, so many ways. And as I drive to this office every day or to the gym every day, I see planes. I live in DFW, and we have like 3 airports, 2 of them right beside each other, DFW, Dallas Fort Worth, and Love Field. We also have another one. It's kind of far from here, but I see planes coming in. I see big buildings. I see trucks. I see cars everywhere. And this just goes to show there is money everywhere. Everywhere I look, I see money. I see millions and millions and millions of dollars. But I still don't have access to it. And it's crazy to me. Like, bro, how are people living this life and okay with it? And a part of me is like, bro, you're okay with it, or you would have had it by now. I low-key slept in today. I snoozed the alarm, knowing I have to go into work, knowing I have limited time today. And I got lucky I got off so I can go ahead and make this piece of content and post it raw for you and real. But bro, like, if you're truly uncomfortable with your position, you're gonna make a change. It's going to change. You're going to take some action toward your future self. You're not going to be able to stay where you're at. It's going to be too uncomfortable. Andrew Tate says this great example. If you go to sleep, you can do it. But if you go to lay down on something that's like a hot coal, it's going to burn you. You're going to get up and jump. And that's the position, the mindset that you have to be in. Like, are you laying down every night in a comfy bed? Is your life super comfortable? Or are you putting the pressure to yourself, raising the temperature where it's so hot, it's so uncomfortable, the pain of staying the same outweighs the pain to change, right? Are you at that point yet? Or is the pain of change still higher than the pain of staying the same? I hope I didn't confuse you. I low-key confused myself with that quote. But you get what I'm saying, right? You have to want change more than you want to stay the same, or you will stay the same. And so I'm going through the process right now of building the businesses, making the cold calls. I still showed up today. I still made my calls. I honestly didn't think I was going to be able to because I was at work earlier, right? Sir, I was about to serve some steak, but we were super slow. Manager was like, go ahead, get off. Right? I got off, got in the office, and I made my cold calls for an hour. I got told no for about 10 times, and I checked off the box. And I'm learning through real estate. As I'm in real estate, right, you may have heard of wholesaling properties. You may have heard of creative investing properties. And you may have heard of like the regular agent side of selling properties or helping buyers buy properties. And bro, I'm all of it right now. I still have Facebook DMs I need to answer back to certain buyers because I posted listings for sale that attracts buyers to me. I'm still posting content on both channels, on my regular Aiden Hatchett brand and my DFW brand. I'm learning how to monetize them both to bring me in leads, to bring me in money, to not be a commodity of social media, right? To not be just a user, but a person who uses social media, who makes money off social media, not just a person who scrolls and consumes, but I'm actually a person who contributes, who is actually building. there's a mindset difference that's gonna have to happen. And I'm here to document the raw, real reality. Right now, I'm driving in the Chevy Tahoe 2004. It's been beat up, right? I've had to make so many repairs on this car recently. It's mind-boggling. I spent more money on that car, probably double the amount of money in the car than what it's really worth, but I had to do it. I had to have wheels. I had to move. Right now, I have like $1,000, $1,000 to my name because I just got paid, right? The last paycheck that I got was like $500, bro. $500 for a week of serving, for 30 hours of serving. You understand how shit that is? How shit of a position I currently am in? Bro, I'm willing to make the investment. I'm willing to do whatever it takes. And I used to have habits that kept me comfortable with that pay. I used to have habits that kept me comfortable with where I'm at. I used to have these soft soy boy habits. I used to smoke a bunch of weed. I used to watch a bunch of that fucking nasty shit that just numbs you, bro. I understand. I used to drink. I used to party, especially in high school. I used to go out to the bars with my friends and my coworkers. I used to chase validation from girls. I use those things to feed my ego, to say, hey, bro, it's okay. But it really isn't. As soon as I got sober, as soon as I understood that the position I'm in is shit and I need to change it, I need to become a totally different person. Now I actually took steps towards that. And I'm still battling through the old version of me. I still deal with his old patterns and his old vices that are constantly coming back up and trying to sabotage the new person. It's a constant process of becoming. But bro, as I was saying, you have 3 different if you're thinking about getting in real estate, bro, there's so many businesses you can have, bro. I drive to the gym. I drive past multiple airports. I see airplanes coming in. I see millions and millions of dollars in these buildings, businesses, airports, wherever it is. I see people everywhere. I see businesses everywhere. I see money everywhere. And there's no reason for you and me to be limited in the abundance that's around us, because there's so much of it. Because I understand what I used to not be able to see because I didn't believe it. Now I can see because I do believe it. I do believe there is an amount out there that is insane. People have the money. People actually do have amounts of money that is insane, unfathomable for you to think of, but they have it. And so I'll stop at nothing to become one of those people. I don't want just a regular job. I don't want to live this mundane life of 30, 40 years and then I get to retire. Fuck no, bro. I don't know if I'm going to be able to live till I'm 30, bro. I made so many mistakes in the past. It's crazy to think that, honestly, I've been spared, bro. I've been spared. I'm alive right now, and I'm blessed and I'm grateful because I've been spared. Now I'm trying to use it to the best of my ability. As I was saying, bro, you have wholesaling in real estate, you have the investing, the creative investing side, and you also have the agent side. And bro, that's honestly the max that you can go. I have every tool in the tool belt, in my opinion. Now, that's just for selling and investing, right? There's so many different ways that you could do it. In real estate, I say the max tool belt. Bro, you can do so much in real estate, bro. There's honestly no limit to what you could do. But in terms of just buying, selling as a realtor, right? You have that. You have other options to give sellers or buyers as a creative investor, subject to, I didn't know what that was before. It's just a creative financing way to help people, right? Subject to the mortgage, right? You can actually buy a property creatively through either subject to or lease option. I didn't know what these things were either. If I can explain them, but I'll probably lose a lot of my audience at this point. Just a creative way of buying a property without a bank. All right, it's seller finance deals, right? Seller says I'll hold the note in my name, the mortgage in my name, and you could take over the property. That's the basics. And then you have wholesaling, right? You have wholesaling, which is finding distressed properties, offering pennies on the dollar, and getting the margin from that, and finding another end buyer. So finding a seller who needs to sell with motivation, and finding an end buyer with that, and combining the two to make your pay. And that's like the main methods of buying and selling real estate. Now, of course, there's like apartment investing and so many other things, but the main methods are there, right? I feel like I have almost all the tools that an agent can think of to have. And I'm calling sellers daily. I'm doing this daily. I'm meeting with sellers weekly, or at least I'm trying to. Also adding in the buyers with the Facebook. That's been working well. I found a creative rap buyer off Facebook yesterday who said he can't go through a bank right now because he's dealing with some stuff, but he has money to put down. That's a perfect creative buyer right there. Now I just need to find a seller. And I'm doing all these things, trying to figure this game out. And trust me, bro, I met with other people, other kids even, like young men who have figured this game out of wholesaling, of creative investing, of agents, right? The agent deal, the office that I'm standing in, they all do the agent stuff. One of them did a wholesale deal, this week. They figured it out, right? There's people that figured it out. You can too. I can too. And I'm going to take you through the process as I do, as I figure these things out, as I learn these things. Would I suggest anybody getting in real estate? Yes. It is an in-demand skill. If you want to invest in real estate, I suggest learning how to creatively invest. This is the best way. As I've seen people invest in real estate, the most hands-off way, as you just hold the note. You're just the middleman and you get paid pretty decently. I also suggest anybody looking to get into entrepreneurship is the online coaching industry. A lot of people think it's saturated. I stepped in it. I'm learning a bunch about it. Again, it's not, bro. 1 in 2 men, especially in the fitness industry, 1 in 2 men are obese. They're obese. They're fat. We need fitness coaches and coaches that are good at their job versus these regular doctors who are pushing their agenda. I've yet to find my first coaching client. I'm currently going through the process of posting content, of learning what to post. This is one of the pieces, the core pieces that I'm going to post so others can learn from, others can take this information and use it as they please. But bro, I'd say the biggest difference for me in the last year, right? The first half of the year is over. We're officially at July 1st, 2025. That's when I'm making this video. July 1st, 2025, we're officially here. And bro, like, I've learned so much over this year because I made the biggest amount of changes over this year. But I would say the biggest lesson, the biggest change that I made is my habits. The habits have been different. And I hear this over and over again, right? It's not easy. It's not easy breaking those bad habits that I was mentioning earlier, but stopping the weed, stopping the bullshit soft patterns that I used to have, I used to run for, I used to wear comfort as a fucking jacket, right? And it would guard me from all the uncomfortable feelings I would have every single day of being a fucking loser, of being broke, of staying at a place where I don't want to be. It would make me feel good. It would make me feel okay. And bro, I'm still battling with this guy's patterns, this person who I was, those patterns, bro. And it's insane to me. It's insane to me how much work that it actually takes to break out of the old cycles, the old patterns that were unhealthy. They were unhealthy, bro, but the world says, hey, it's okay. It's okay. Go to the bars, right? Go chase some females. Go indulge in the world's pleasures. Indulge the flesh. Make yourself feel comfortable. It's okay. And many people will say that because it makes them feel better. But I'll tell you, bro, get around people who are feeding the spirit, not the flesh. Matter of fact, get around people who are starving the flesh of comfort. Those are the people that are growing the fastest. I'm telling you, bro, this is what has helped me in the last year the most, cutting out those negative habits. And no matter what business you're in, if you choose real estate, if you choose fitness coaching, if you choose anything else, no matter what business you're in, this will help you. You are the business. Without you, there is no business. There is no money. Without you, there is no family to take care of. Without you, there is no health to improve. It starts with you. Now, I'm not saying this as a business sense where you have to be the center of the business, right? And you're the bottleneck, right? That's not what I'm saying, because it's a whole different subject. I'm saying it starts with you. That's what I'm saying. It doesn't have to end with you, but it starts with you. You want to create a person that can hold such a vision and go after it with such conviction and belief, and is not held back by old habits and patterns, that it involves other people. It's much bigger than you, right? This video is much bigger than me. That's why I'm making it. Now it's a 20-minute video. I didn't mean for it to be this long, but I'm documenting the series. I'm documenting this journey, right? I just made my 10 seller calls. I got a whole bunch of no's, and I'm telling you what's keeping me going. It's the conviction in my own self. It's also the pressure that I put myself in this year, the financial pressure, the pressure behind my personal habits, the pressure of who I told people around me who I'm gonna become, what I'm gonna do, the pressure of what I told myself I'm gonna do, and if I'm really about it, or is the little soy boy, the little soft boy gonna come out again, right? Because that's who I'm trying to kill, the old person of me. This video is a testament of me killing this old version. It's also the documentation of that process. It's not just business, right? I have to become a whole different person. And this is what I'm here to document. This is what I'm here to share, as raw and as vulnerable as possible. I want other men to grow from my experience so they don't have to go through it. If you're thinking about business, if you're thinking about entrepreneurship, I'm telling you, you could do it, but it's gonna take a lot of work, but it's worth it. If you're just starting out and you're thinking about what business to go into, I would suggest figuring out a service-based business first. Not doing day trading like I did for the first couple years without money, because that's hard as fuck. My pops always used to tell me, hey son, you need money to make money in this business. I'm like, Dad, you don't know shit. And honestly, he's a business consultant for a company called Inspire Brands, called Arby's, basically is who he's works under, and he makes a solid salary of like $100K. But bro, that's not much, right? That's not much. It's a lot for, apparently it's like he's in the top 10% of black men in America, because only 10% or 8% make $100K. But I'm telling you, like, I live with him. I know how much room in his own mind that he thinks he has. And bro, I would hate to be almost 60 years old and figure that this is it. This is as much as I can have. And I still have to attend a job every single day. And I have struggles making more, right? I don't want to be that person. I want to be 20 years old, rich as fuck, right? I want to be 25, 30 years old and have abundant options, be able to travel with my family, be able to retire my grandma before she dies, bro. Give her some more life on her line. She's still working at Home fucking Depot. My mom, right? She's still renting a home. And I want to be able to have the ability to take care of my family. Not only my present family, but my future family. Because if I become that man, now I'm not worried about myself anymore, right? I am the person who can take care of others, so therefore I know I'm straight. I'm not struggling to pay my bills because I'm able to take care of others. I'm in abundance and so much. I'm good. This is the person who I'm trying to become and trying to document the series. And I want to start posting these videos every single day and making this raw fucking content for you. I'm not holding anything back, bro. That's the goal here. I don't want to hold anything back, right? I want to be as raw and real as possible that I can. I want to share with you the journey and the documentation. This is it, bro. This is the building phase. This is the building phase right here. If you're in it, bro, continue to follow me. I'm going to keep posting. Right? On the way to my first real estate deal, it'll probably be an agent deal, just as the way things are going, as I'm meeting with different sellers. I could see myself of that happening, working with a seller and a buyer and doing that. And then also finding my first coaching client, working through them, and then my next one and the next one and the next one, and continue to reinvest in the different mentors and coaches and build myself up into the person who is undeniable. So until the next video, boys, this was a raw, long form content. I know many people, they don't have the attention span to sit through a 25-minute video, but if you're one of them, congratulations. I hope you learned something. Until next time, boys, I'll see you in the next video. Appreciate you. God bless you. I'll see you then.